Pistons' Isaiah Stewart did claim on 2025 Detroit-New York playoff series. The Detroit Pistons held their 2025-26 Media Day earlier this week, acquainting local and national fans with their revamped roster ahead of the start of the season this October. The Pistons find themselves in an advantageous position heading into the season with their chief competition, the Boston Celtics and Indiana Pacers, each missing their best players, Jayson Tatum and Tyrese Haliburton. The Pistons returned superstar in 2024-25 All-Star guard forward Cade Cunningham and have added new cogs in sharpshooting forward Duncan Robinson and athletic guard Caris LeVert, both former Michigan Wolverines stars. On Thursday, comments from Pistons power forward/center Isaiah Stewart were revealed, shedding light on the former Washington Huskies star's thoughts on how last season ended in the Motor City. The Pistons' front line struggled mightily against Karl-Anthony Towns and the rest of the Knicks, with Stewart out due to injury in the first round. New York won the series 4-2, but Stewart thinks a different outcome might have occurred had he been healthy. Isaiah Stewart says if he were healthy in the playoffs last season, the Pistons would have taken down the Knicks. Stewart was quoted as saying, according to TalkBasket, "I felt, if I would have played, the series would have turned out different and we would have been able to advance, adding what I do on defense and my task with guarding Cade, Karl-Anthony Towns, in that series," Stewart said. "So, I feel like it would have been a different outcome." Stewart played in only one game during the series, recording 19 minutes on the scorer's card, 2 blocks, 2 points and 5 rebounds. The Pistons' big man's impact goes beyond the box score, as he is regarded as the team's enforcer, unafraid to mix things up with opposing big men in the paint and superstar players, including the Lakers' LeBron James, whom he famously attempted to fight during a game at Little Caesars Arena in November 2021. Stewart is a three-point shooting threat who helps space the floor against opposing defenses and a strong rebounder who rewards the Pistons with extra possessions as a result of his tireless work habits. Detroit will likely head into this season with Jalen Duren, Stewart, Paul Reed, Tolu Smith and Bobby Clintman among their big man rotation, a glaring weak point in comparison with the team's varied roster of athletic guards and forwards. Stewart's health is not just a priority this season, it's an absolute non-negotiable, as the Pistons simply won't be able to afford another injury come playoff time. A quick glance at the Pistons' depth chart shows that Detroit might not have the front court depth to compete with the upper echelon of NBA teams this season, putting the onus on GM Trajan Langdon to continue his search for big man help. Stewart and Duren are both undersized, but remain one of the grittiest and most underrated duos heading.